Yeah, that's right. Welcome in, welcome back, folks. This is late night, spur of the moment. It rattles in my brain. It's bugging me. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of writing an article about it. So then if I'm doing all that, I may as well come down here and record it. And then you guys see it, right? So let's get into this. Welcome into a 5 major questions to ask yourself about Notre Dame in the new CFP edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, thanks for being here. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Johnny out too. Notifications on that way you're alerted every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter. Search bar, Always Irish, or at Always Irish Inc. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it. If you don't want to see my face, nobody blames you. Call-in lines popping in the summer, baby. 312-988-15. Call Cousin Johnny up. Tell him all you've heard and seen. USA Today, Irish Wire, read all about it. Patreon.com/Always Irish. It's the former captain, the leading tackler, Mike Goolsby, and myself breaking it all down. What Mike's been doing is, whenever you're Irish, get a new recruit, Mike brings up the film and analyzes it, breaks it down. It's a beautiful thing. Thanks to everybody over there. He's nailing that film stuff. And then I learned stuff along the way, ask questions. It's a beautiful thing. All right, here's the episode. We're entering this new CFP model. Nobody quite knows how it's going to go. And I got 5 big questions as this relates to Notre Dame, as this all unfolds for the first time. Here we go. Number 1. This will be data point number 1 regarding measuring Notre Dame's playoff path viability in the new system. We don't know how it's going to go. Does 11-1 get Notre Dame a home game no matter what, every year, no matter what? If you were to go 10-2, are you in the playoff, but you got to go play a tough road game? Are you out of the playoff at 10-2 because you're getting squeezed by at-large SEC Big Ten team? What's the deal? I just want to know, how's it gonna be? I want to know how it's gonna be, damn it. And the other thing is, don't get used to it, because as soon as you start to collect data on this model, we're moving to another expansion. So don't even worry about it. I don't know. But here I am worrying about it. Waking up the neighborhood, yelling in the basement again, but I can't help it. All this stuff drives me nuts. I toss and I turn. And then I turn and I toss. Here's number 2. I'm hoping we get a data point on this. I suspect Notre Dame hosting a game is key to the years they're going to have any success in this model. I just think it's a big deal. And I'd like to collect a data point on that on the positive, not go on the road and it's a negative showing you that's too right. I want a chance to show at home that this is the best path. There's so much involved. You got weather. You got momentum. You got vibe. You got an easier team you're going to face. If you're one of the seeds hosting that first round game, you're going to face an easier seed. This, to me, this home game being like right before Christmas in that weather, gosh, we get some abnormally warm winters these days. I don't want that. All right? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Give it to me. Cold, too. I don't know why I'm in a singy mood tonight. I don't know what's going on. Just roll with it, all right? You're already here. You're stuck with me. There's so much involved. You need Notre Dame to make up for not being able to have that round 1 bye by making it the easiest possible round 1 situation. That's home game, cold, late December, G5 team from down south. That's what I want. So that's where my mind goes regarding that bye. I feel like that's going to be any year Notre Dame's going to do something. It's going to start with a bye, not a bye, the home game in the playoff first round. So it's all about you can't get the bye, make the path you have the easiest one possible. So I want to see that play out. Number 3. Should Notre Dame make the tournament, win a first-round game in advance? Do they have the raw talent to match up with more than one of the Georgia-type rosters in a row? If you just said, can Notre Dame win one of these games somehow or whatever, you could have a great night, somebody else has a bad night, whatever. That almost never happens to Notre Dame, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can name games here and there, but I mean the biggest of the big game, nobody plays bad against Notre Dame. They're on their best. Trick shots. I mean, they hit on all cylinders, everybody. Anyways, does Notre Dame have the raw talent to beat more than one of those teams in back-to-back weeks in round 2 and 3 or whatever? Just you could catch a team on an off night. What are the odds Notre Dame catches 2 rosters like that back-to-back weeks? I don't know, but I hope to find out. Number 4. Will Notre Dame have the depth needed to navigate their way deep into this playoff model? That's going to be a big deal. This is going to be a war of attrition. You're going to play an extra month of games. Nobody's used to playing against top 12 teams, and it's going to be physical. Teams that have more depth have a better chance of making it deeper into this run. Now, on the plus side, I genuinely feel like Notre Dame has more quality depth now, and they're building it every year and all that. Is it enough? I believe under Freeman, there's more quality depth. Is it enough? I want to find out. And number 5, when you zoom out of Notre Dame land, this is the overall grand experiment for everybody. Nobody quite knows what this is going to look like when it takes form. Will there be any unintended consequences? There are bound to be some. Repeated games, extreme weather somewhere that makes it a joke. I mean, like extreme, like 8 inches of snow on the field, or some travel nightmare where it's like this huge cluster. I'm just wondering, there's bound to be some consequences to this on the downside, as much as we're all going to enjoy more entertainment on the plus side. There's got to be a downside to it somewhere. So what are those unintended consequences, and what do they look like, and do they apply to Notre Dame, or the big picture, I don't know what it could be. I think we just had to see, and you have to get some data points to be able to collect this and then formulate theories. Right now, we have all hypotheses and no data, and it's driving me nuts. Here's what I'm going to say. All these bullet points I'm talking about all day, you better be in this playoff, boy. Woo! You better be in this playoff so bad. Yeah. Whatever that record is, 12-0, 11-1, 10-2, at a minimum, Notre Dame needs to be in this bracket, or I'm going to hit myself in the head with a racket. Dude, it better be. It better be for Coach Free and me. Let me know what you think.